and welcome back to the channel. This one's a bit different. I'm in the garden. I'm going to pack my Atmos 65 for what's going to be for the Skye Trail, which I start tomorrow. I will say before I get started on the pack, bright sun, it's been sunny for about 8 to 10 days all around the UK, and tomorrow it changes. So I'm going to pack potentially a bit different later on tonight when I check the weather forecast refresh. But for now, so anyway, at the front pouch here I've already got in my waterproofs and spare pair of bottoms, what I'll likely need. If I go to the top and open it up, this is a dry bag by Osprey. It's a size, where we got it? Yeah, it's a 30 to 50 litre one. So I'm going to be using that for any of the squashable down gear in it. So let's start off with the bedding, and I'm playing it safe. Going with the Big Agnes 3-in-1 setup, the Lost Ranger. So that's going to be my first one in there. So let me get that packed. Okay, so I've stuffed that down in the bag, and you can see the bag's already standing up nicely. Next up, I'm going with my Rab jacket. I've got a big thick one that I use for winter time, but this should be, he says, right for this time of year. So again, stuff it in. As you see, they're getting stuffed in loosely using this bag. I find that easier to get the air out when you put them all as a group and then just push it in. Next up, and last up for this little bag, is my little down booties. I've got these new for this one, my Montane ones. So I noticed last year I had a problem getting my ankles bitten at night time. So covered my ankles up, hopefully that solves that. I just like the wee booties for, you know, when you go for a pee during the night. So next up, I'm going to push that right in, and then match the wee ends together and take all the air out as much as possible. Okay, so click that in place. See, again, I'm always big one on making sure your bag can stand up. That way you've got even weight distribution on it. So next up, I'm going for the little bag here. And what that is a spare pair of pants, a spare of socks, and a spare t-shirt as well. I've kept it pretty minimum. That should be enough. Oh, and then still on the softs, I've got a blow-up pillow. I've also got a pillow barn on the 3-in-1, so this will go above that, and I'll be using the pillow barn with like extra bits of clothes that I don't have, I'm not using, you know. So I'll get stuffed in there. Now I can start putting in some of the food sources. This is kind of more the heavier stuff now. So in this is like a snack bag. So I've got, these are like the day 2, day 3 onward snacks. The first day snacks I've got, and something else that I'll cover in a wee second. So I'm going to have that in there. The little pouch, by the way, little brown one there, I've got that from Fellman. Really handy for things like if you're doing like 2 or 3 days meal pouches, or in this case snacks. I've got my meals in there, so I've got a couple of breakfasts and then 3 meals, with the idea that will be replenishing in poultry. Then we go on to the cook stuff. After day 1, my plan is to have this at the top of the bag, but at the moment, my first day is going to be a bit of a half day, so I won't really need my cooking stuff until I'm set up camp. That makes sense. So this has just got like my lighter, spoon, sweeteners, a wee juice in there, and then my cup. Nothing more than that. Weighed about a couple 100 grams, I think it was when I checked. I'm taking the jet boil. I was going to take a little alcohol stove that you might have seen in a recent video. However, it has been quite dry lately, and there's been a bit of a risk of wildfires. In fact, I think there was wildfires at Arica at the moment. So when you blow out an alcohol stove, you run the risk of the flame just catching and taking off. So not taking a chance. So going with the gas, and I figured I might as well go with something that I'm very familiar with. You know, so that's got a gas canister in it, and I'm sticking an extra one in there just for the banter. Then I'm taking my luxury item, which is a little French press, a little coffee pot, and then a wee pot of coffee. I'll quickly show you that as well. There's a little Fellman one, so it's just brimmed with freshly ground coffee. Okay, sticking with what's going in the bag. From the first night, it's going to be, that's the Nemo Eclipse. Honestly, everyone's talking about it. That is the mat for this year. That is like the, you know, the game changer for me. What a mat. And then as it stands, I'm going with a Lanshan 1. Very likely will be. I mean, I have got a couple other options, including a new tent that arrived today, but that's supposed to be for summits. It's just potential if the weather becomes really bad when we get that forecast tonight. And then the last thing to go in here is going to be my water bladder, which I'll be filling up on and off depending on where I'm at for camps and when I need it for, if it's a kind of warmer day and I need to drink more. So let's cinch this up and then we'll deal with the rest of it. Okay, let's open up the top lid. Just turn that to the side slightly. So in this little bag here, it's a wash bag, but I've also put my first aid in there as well. And I am talking basic first aid, you know, foot first aid more than anything else. My feeling is if you're taking anything that requires a decent first aid kit, you're probably going to be binning it anyway. So yeah, decent first aid kit there. Got an extra set of wipes. I'm a bit of a kind of, I like to keep things clean, so it's just personal choice. This is probably one of my heaviest items in here, and that is all the things like my extra batteries, extra chargers, cables. I think my little pump goes in there as well, and head torch. So all my other electronics, I keep them out here. And there's also a 3-point plug in there as well, and I've kept them there so that if I do get points, like for cafes for example, I can pull it out and get a quick charge. I don't have to then dig into the bag to find them. Anyone that's familiar with me, familiar with my channel, you'll see these hanging off my bag a lot, and it's my little rubbish bags. So I've got a bag full of rubbish bags, because again, I just can't stand the thought of going somewhere and not being able to get my rubbish packed away neatly. This is a little washing line, tape packing it just in case. With the Lanshan, the idea would be I'd have my centre pole and a pole at the back, and it gives me a washing line just to dry out things like my socks if they get wet, or pants and things. I've got my smidge separate, but I'll also talk about what else I've got. And then I can't go anywhere without hip flask, and that is a Dalwhinnie. It's in that one, so oof. And then an extra set of jelly babies. I've probably got more snacks and food than you need, but I'm a big guy. I eat a lot, so I want to cover that one. Going back to this side now, I'll pop that in there. That's an extra peg I've packed. That's going to be for the Lanshan, specifically for the middle part, so I can drop the door in a bit deeper if I need to. Put the pegs aside. I then got my filtered bottles. This will be the one that I'll use for, like say, the bladder there, you know. That's a Simone one from Decathlon. And then back to this side, we're getting there. I have my full map, and I also have my map book as well. Might not need them, but I'm going to put them in there for now. I think they're better to have and have not, if that makes sense. Let's come up here, and I have a tripod, and this is the 3-in-1 fold-out tripod that I'll be using for one of the cameras. I was going to take the one that the phone's currently on right now, but I think it's just maybe slightly too tall for what we need for this. I think we'll see. I might change my mind on that one. Walking poles. Again, walking poles are going to go just at one of the sides here. Let's put them in there now, and that'll get cinched up. They'll go in here for the drive, and then I will be using them for most of the journey, I would have thought, you know. And bring it round, and then lastly I'm going to have a water bottle this side. It's a filter water bottle as well, as I'll show you. It's a Life Straw one, so again that'll go there. And then on this side I've got my camera, which I'll show you clips in. Camera go there, and then I've also got what's in here. So let me move it to the side. And then my little waste pouch. I've got my first days of snacks. So I've got a wee bar and some pinballs, all of them. I've got the shades that I'm planning on taking for the actual hike, which is my Hulksters. I like them, they're my go-tos for hiking now. Then I've got my little Insta Go Ultra. I'm going to be using that exclusively for like the close-up shots or like point of view shots and things, you know. And then in here I've got one extra battery pack, so that's like the emergency one for things like the phone and things, you know. With my microphone. Is it microphone should be in there somewhere? Let me dig it out. Yes, microphone. Aha, in there. So that pouch feels spot on. And then at the back I have the DJI Neo 2 and the controller and the DJI Mini 3. If I wasn't vlogging, you'd probably see my bag's about 4 or 5 kilo lighter. But unfortunately, it's a wee bit heavier when you take some camera gear. But I don't mind, because it means I can capture what we're doing. Last but not least, we'll go back to the bottom. So in the hip belts, I've got one that's just full of these SIS isotonics. And then on this side, I've got the little tablets that you'd add to water. Sun cream, which to be brutally honest, I don't think I'll be using that much because the forecast is not good. And then I've got my preferred option instead of the smidge is a jungle formula. That's more of a mist. It's nicer than the smidge, but they're going to be the handy ones. And then the smidge is there for if I run out of that and I need to replace it. Honestly, going into Skye in May could well be starting mid-season because of the way the weather's changed the last week or so. You know, they tend to come out as soon as they get a bit of heat. Anyway, hope that little quick video was of interest to you. Drop us a comment. I'd love to know, is there anything you would take out or things you would add? I have got a couple of things in my house that I might still have to add depending on how the weather forecast is. Genuinely, when I looked forecast an hour ago, on one of the days it's forecasted for snow. So yeah, you know, a little bit different to what we've got right now. But you know, anyway, this will be out before I've done the trip, so we'll see how the trip's going. But thank you for watching as always. Stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and of course, I'd love a wee comment to see what kind of kit you'd pack and any wee comments on the kit. And until the next one, I'll see you on. Bye bye.